Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Appreciate you being here. Always an honor, you guys. Always a privilege. If you would take a moment and subscribe to my channel, I would be super grateful. Always love to have you guys checking in with me, joining me on the mat, joining me on this journey. And today getting to do another full body, wonderful stretch and yoga flow. So starting in a seated position today, cross-legged if that's okay for you. If you need to adjust and have your legs out or out wide or tucked underneath you, if you need a blanket or a bolster or a pillow or anything underneath your bum for a little more comfort, you can just adjust and remove that when you need to. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's give those shoulders a big roll up and back and let the shoulders just slide down and away. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, turn your palms to face the sky, drape your wrists over the knees. Gently bring your index finger to touch your thumb. And as you take a big breath in, open the palms, spread your fingers wide, feel that stretch across the palms. And as you exhale, gently bring your middle finger to touch your thumb. Inhale, open the fingers, spread your palms, feel that stretch. Exhale and bring your ring finger to touch your thumb. Inhale, open the fingers, spread them wide, feel that stretch across your palm. And exhale, bring your pinky to touch your thumb. One more time, big breath in, open and spread those fingers wide. And as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, gently bring it to your thumb. Checking in. Just kind of inventorying from the crown of the head throughout the body. We give ourselves permission to draw our awareness inward and to let go of the external world. Time to refresh, rejuvenate. A little time for some self-care. Let's keep those eyes closed and slowly walk the hands forward, releasing the weight of the upper body down. Extending those arms out as long as you like. You can keep a soft bend in those elbows if you like. You can support with the hands or the out forearms if you need it. Otherwise, just let gravity let you sink. Allow your head to be heavy. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Bringing the hands to the outsides of the hips, sitting up nice and tall. Take a big breath in, close your eyes, and as you exhale, slowly turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone. And a gentle press of that left palm down towards the mat. Inhale, lift your gaze, and then ever so gently lift your gaze towards the sky. Breathe, still pressing that left palm down into the earth. Gently bringing your gaze back to neutral, turning back to face front. And as you exhale, turn and take your gaze out over that left shoulder. A little tuck of your chin down towards that left collarbone, still sitting up nice and tall. We press that right palm down into the earth. Close your eyes and breathe. Inhale, slowly lifting your gaze up towards the sky. Still pressing that right palm down into the earth. Just being mindful of anywhere you're holding tension. And we bring our gaze back to neutral. Turning back to face front. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale and release that right hand down, left arm up and over. We're going to stay up on that right palm and we're going to give a little push with that right palm as we lift the left side of the rib cage. Turn your gaze a little bit higher if that's okay for your neck. Circling that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Roll that back shoulder away and then slowly turn your gaze down towards your right thumb. With a little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. Circling that left arm up and over. And as you exhale, release the tummy and chest to your thigh, reaching out through those left fingertips, relaxing the weight of your head. Just feeling that really nice stretch in that lower back, hips, through the rib cage. Once again, rolling open. Oh, reaching. And reach to the sky. Both arms come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Staying up on that left palm. Oh, leaning over just as far as feels good to you. Rolling that right shoulder back. A little push with that left hand as you lift the right side of the rib cage. A little turn of your gaze higher if that's okay for your neck. Oh, checking in with that breath, circling that right arm around behind you, forearm along the small of the back. Roll that shoulder back and away, and then slowly turn your gaze down towards that left thumb. Little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. And we circle that right arm back up and over. And as you exhale, release the tummy and chest to your thigh. Reach out through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. Oh, it just feels so good. Taking time to move, to breathe, to be present. Once again, rolling it back open. And reach to the sky. Both arms come up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Let's come up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart. Knees are hip width. Core is nice and strong. We take a big breath in to cow pose. Tummy towards the floor. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Lift your spine. Tuck your chin. Tuck your tailbone. Inhaling it back to cow. And exhale it to cat. Inhaling it to cow. And one more time to cat. Inhaling it back to that neutral spine. And sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. Forehead towards the mat. Checking in. Breathe. We're going to extend those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat, shoulders right over those fingertips, lengthening through the crown of the head, lifting out of those shoulders. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, sit it back to child's pose. Glue those hands to the mat, and inhale it back up to that modified plank. Exhale it back to child's pose. Now we can stay with this, just transitioning between these two poses, or if you like on this one, inhaling it to plank, adding one tricep push-up, and sitting it back to child's pose. So 2 more, with or without that push-up. Just warming up through the shoulders and through the hips. Checking in with the body. Adding a little more dynamic movements. And just seeing how we're doing today. How are you doing? And meeting back in child's pose. Find your breath. Again, those arms are extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. We lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart. Feet hip width. We're going to take that same dynamic movement and make it a little bit bigger. Inhaling it to plank. Exhaling it to down dog. Now we can just stay transitioning between these two, or we're going to inhale it to plank, and as you exhale it to down dog, take that left hand, reach it back towards your right toes. Inhaling it back to plank. Exhale, right hand to the left toes. And inhale it back to plank. 2 more times. Moving with the hand or keeping both hands down. Challenging yourself as you see fit. And coming back to plank. Hold your plank. Lift out of those shoulders. Find your breath. As you exhale, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Finding that breath, slowing it down. Always checking in, guys. Making sure those breaths are slow and steady. The body is in agreement with the decisions we're making about the moves we make. Be kind. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off, and we circle those arms overhead, coming to a crescent lunge. Shoulders are soft, away from the ears. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Circle the arms forward. As we do, straighten that front leg. As your hands pass by your hips, sink back into that lunge. Arms circle back around overhead. Again, circle the arms forward, straighten your leg. As the hands pass by your hips, sink back into that lunge. Big circles. Mobility through the shoulders. Let's do that one more time. Big circle. All the way up and overhead. This time, stay low in that lunge. Circle the arms forward, back of the hands, pull towards the back of the mat. Open your chest, gaze to the sky, arms in a low V. Rotate your palms to the sky, spread those fingers wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Opening your heart. Finishing that big circle up and overhead. Flow forward, left hand to the inside of your right foot. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up. Lengthen, rotating through that torso, working to touch your belly button to the inner thigh of that right leg. Rotating right palm to the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Breathe. And inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Exhale, slowly release that right hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Checking in. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. Arms circle overhead to your crescent lunge. Shoulders are soft and away from those ears. Breathe long and strong through that back leg. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Same thing, only we're going to circle those arms to the back. Big circle of those arms to the back as that front leg straightens. As your hands pass by your hips, sink back into the lunge. Big circle. So really important, guys, shoulder mobility. Little challenge for our balance. Little challenge for our brain. One more time. Sink low, stay low. Circle those arms forward, back of the hands, pull towards the back of the mat. Open the chest, arms in a low V. Rotate your palms to the sky, spread your fingers wide and squeeze those shoulder blades. Strong through the belly. Open through the chest. Big circle of those arms overhead, coming up nice and tall. Flow forward, right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. Just as high as you can reach. Lengthen and extend out of the shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Breathe. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. Slowly releasing it down, one hand on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Holding your down dog, grabbing a drink of water, or inhale it to high plank. Holding plank, or one push-up. And again. Let's do one more. Lift your hips to down dog. Find your breath. Slow it down. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling, and we're going to cross that right foot in front of the left, stepping over to the outside edge of your mat on that left side. And extend left leg to the sky. And step that left foot forward in a diagonal line over to the right side of your mat. Extend right leg to the sky. Now step that right foot through between your hands. Left foot steps in beside the right to forward fold. Bringing the hands to the elbows. Hold on. Soft bend in those knees. And just gently sway side to side. Just big deep breaths. And we come back to center, releasing the arms. Let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. Slow and steady. Big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Inhaling it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean to the right. Press through that right palm. Press through that left palm. Squeeze those inner thighs and inhale, rise. Exhale and lean to the left. Oh, that feels so good. Press through that left palm. And then the right palm. Beautiful long stretch down the side of your body. Inhale, we rise. Pull the hands to heart center. Mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate over to that left hand and extend right arm to the sky, coming to our side plank. Breathe, we turn our gaze to the sky. We lift out of that left shoulder. Now you can be down on your forearm or you can be on your hand. Knee can be down, legs can be long, feet can be staggered or stacked. Let's rotate that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Lifting that right leg, bending that right knee, placing your foot just right along the inside of your leg, like tree pose. Strong, solid, rooted into the earth. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Once again, extend that right leg and release it down. Slowly releasing back to your plank. Hold your plank or one push-up. Releasing that right knee to the mat or keeping those legs long. We rotate and extend. Left arm to the sky, reaching up. Turning your gaze towards the sky. And again, we can be down on our forearm. That right knee can be down. Those legs can be long. Feet staggered or stacked. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Long diagonal line down the side of your body. If you like, lift that left leg, bend the knee, place the sole of the foot along the inside of that right leg. Lengthen through those left fingertips. Lift out of that right shoulder. Find your breath. Whole body working hard. Lifting that left arm to the sky. Once again, extending that left leg and release it down. Slowly releasing that left hand down to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Good breath in and out. Let's sway the hips to the left and turn and take our gaze out underneath that left arm. Bringing it back to center. Swaying the hips to the right, taking your gaze out underneath that right arm. Big, full, deep breaths. Coming back to center. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Bending the knees as much as you need to bring those hands to the mat. We're going to lift that right foot, sliding that right hand palm side up underneath your foot, and gently place the sole of your foot against the palm of your hand. Left foot lifts, slide your hand under, and gently place the sole of the foot against the palm of your hand. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Breathe. Now we're going to slowly transition some weight forward. Toes and the balls of your feet, gently pressing against the palm and the heel of your hand. Now lengthen through the crown of the head and begin to lift the upper body. As those arms begin to straighten and we keep that length in the spine, beautiful stretch through that upper and middle back and through those wrists and forearms. Now, depending upon how tight you are through the backs of the legs, yep, you're going to find this in the hamstrings and the calves too. This is gorilla pose. As you exhale, gently release it down. Shift your weight back to your heels. Lift one foot to release your hand, and then the other to release the hand, hanging in forward fold. And let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees. Let's take it halfway down and hold. Find that breath. Draw that belly button in and up. Let's take it low and hold. Shoulders no lower than your elbows. Breathe. Half lift. Shoulders are drawn back. Belly strong. All the way up. Hold. Breathe. And lift those hips to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, windmill your arms up to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Find your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Left arm circles around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that right thigh, hold on to it. Can't quite find it, just tuck your arm against your back as best you can. Front palm to the sky, reach forward as far as you can reach. And take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. Let's turn and take our gaze down towards that left heel. Little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. Find your breath. We're going to keep that left arm tucked tightly and inhale it back up. Right arm extends back out to shoulder height. Sweep that right palm back to the left inner thigh as you turn and take your gaze up over that left shoulder. A variation of our bound angle. Coming to extended side angle, circling that left arm up and over, reaching out to create a diagonal line. Reach through the fingertips. Lengthen in opposition. Feels right to you, look up. Find the base of that left thumb. Breathe. And let's inhale it back up to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle, lengthening and reaching through the fingertips, sliding down that back leg with the left hand, gazing right along the inside of that right arm. Reverse triangle, inhaling it back up, windmilling that left arm up and over, placing that left hand to the inside of that right foot, rotate your body, right arm to the sky, reach it up. How high can you reach? How about your gaze? Can you look up to find the base of your thumb? Now we can have that left hand nestled right up next to your foot. If you like, you can touch the top of your foot or cross to the pinky toe side of your foot. Listen to your body and what's right for you. As you exhale, slowly release that right hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. Front knee bends just slightly. We're going to draw that back foot halfway in. Back foot still turned about 45 degrees out, and we're going to draw that right hip back, left hip forward. So really working to square those hips. Now we're going to lift just slightly so that we can lengthen through the crown of the head. And then slowly, slowly, with those hips remaining square, lowering down, working to center your tummy and chest onto that right leg. To pyramid pose. Pyramid pose is a super intense hamstring stretch. So if you are feeling a holy cow stretch going on behind that right leg, you are in the right place. If you are feeling pain, you are not in the right place. Adjust. Not quite so intense. Gazing towards your left big toe. Your body is super smart here and is going to be really tricky on you, and pull that left hip back. Really work to square those hips. Now we can keep those hands on either side of your foot, or bring your hands around behind your back, interlacing your fingers. We can keep those hands resting, or roll the shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. Now as we lift those arms, that's going to intensify things, both through the shoulders, through the chest, through the back, and through the back of that right leg. Make sure that your body is in agreement here, my friends. Again, this is pyramid pose. Bringing the hands to the small of the back. We lengthen through the crown of the head, and we slowly rise, hinging all the way up. And as you exhale, arch it back. Take your gaze to the sky. Keep those hips square. Reach those knuckles back. And inhale it back up. Release your hands. Step it forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Hanging in forward fold. A soft bend in your knees. Bring the hands to the elbows. Hold on and gently sway side to side. Breathe. Coming back to center, release the arms. We're going to extend those legs as much as you can, but keep those hands to the mat. And we're going to take those hands and we're going to send them out, center them out in front of that left foot. Now we're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Core is strong, and we're going to slowly begin to extend that right leg out to the side. So about hip height. No higher than hip height. Can be lower, and flex your foot. Press through that heel. And if you like, shift your weight to your right hand and extend that left arm out to a T. Breathe. Now you can begin to extend that right arm if you like, lifting and lengthening through the crown of the head. Slowly release your hand. Slowly release the leg. Center your weight. Release the weight of the upper body down. Very challenging pose, working all kinds of muscles. Center those hands out in front of the right foot. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left leg extends straight out to about hip height. Breathe. If you like, shift your weight to that left arm, left hand, and extend right arm out to a T. And then slowly, if you like, begin to extend that left arm, lifting and lengthening through that upper body, through the torso and out through the crown of the head. Releasing that right hand, releasing that left leg, hanging in forward fold. Holy cow. That was a good one. That'll definitely work those hips. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Oh, we need this stretch. That feels amazing. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. And inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees. Breathe. Just breathe. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right leg lifts, flex your foot. Shift your weight to your right hand, left arm extends. Bird dog. Lifting out of that right shoulder. We're going to keep tummy and chest facing the ground. Releasing, back to plank. Lifting your left leg, flex your foot. Breathe. Shifting your weight to your left hand, right arm extends. Find your breath. Lifting out of that left shoulder. Draw that belly button in and up. And release. Lift your hips to down dog. Nice big deep breaths. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill those arms up to warrior two. That was a lot of work, guys. Nice work. Shoulders soft. Breathe, lengthening from fingertip to fingertip. Slight tip of the pelvis. Lifting of the chest. Circle that right arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that left thigh, hold on to it. Front palm to the sky. Reach forward as far as you can reach. And take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those left fingertips. Let's turn and take our gaze down towards that back heel. Little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. How's the breath? Keeping that right arm tucked tight. Inhale it back up. Left arm extends out to shoulder height. Sweeping that left palm back to the right inner thigh. Turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Rolling that right shoulder back. Find your breath. Releasing that right hand, circling it up and over. Lengthening and extending in opposition. How far can you reach in both directions? If it feels right to you, look up. Find the base of that right thumb. Extended side angle. And let's inhale it all the way back up to warrior two. Straightening your front leg, back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Right hand sliding down that back leg, left fingertips reaching. Breathe. And let's inhale it back up. Windmilling that right arm up and over. Placing that right hand along the inside of that left foot. Rotating your body. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Revolve triangle. Find that breath. Now that right hand can be nestled up next to that left foot. You can cross, resting the hand to the top of the foot or to the pinky toe side. As we learn to cross, a little more flexibility in the spine, a little more challenge for the balance, deeper rotation. So just really making sure that the body's ready to move on. You can always change your mind. Exhale, slowly releasing that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Front knee bends just slightly. And let's draw that back foot halfway in. Back foot still turned at that 45-degree angle. And we're going to work to draw that right hip forward, left hip back. We lift a little bit through the torso, lengthening through the crown of the head. Now ever so slowly, begin to release the center of the tummy and chest down onto that left leg. To pyramid pose, really working to keep those hips square. Feeling that deep stretch down the back of that left leg. Now we can keep those hands resting on either side of the foot, or if you like, bring the hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. We can keep those hands resting here, or roll those shoulders up and back, lifting your hands towards the sky. So again, being mindful. Noticing as you add on the different intensities, how it impacts the body and your breath. Is it the right place for you to be? If it's not, back off a step or two. If it is, find those biggest, fullest, deepest breaths you've got. We bring the hands to the small of the back. We lengthen through the crown of the head. Core strong. Hinge all the way back up. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground. Gaze to the sky. Hips remain facing front. Breathe. And inhale it back up. Release your hands. Step it forward to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward folds. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, wrap your arms around the backs of the legs, line your forearms up with your calves as best you can, or just take a hold of the legs. Use the strength of those arms to pull that upper body in. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. And breathe. A little shift of weight forward into the toes. Center your weight. Release your arms. Shift your weight to your heels and ever so slowly lower yourself down into a tight little squat. Now, if you are taking special care of your knees, find a safe way to come down onto your bottom. Knees feel great. We come into our little squat, extending those arms out in front. Find your breath. If you are not on your toes, can you lift them? Find your breath. Now gently release your hands, lower yourself down onto your bottom. We move those feet out and away from us just a bit. We bring the hands behind us, fingertips pointing toward your bottom, feet are hip width apart. Core is strong. Now if you are taking special care of your shoulders, your neck, maybe this is not the very best place, maybe you stay right here and just lift that chest. Great alternative if it feels right to you. Core is strong. Press through your heels and begin to lift those sit bones. Lift your hips. Reverse tabletop. Core is strong. Squeeze those buns, gazing to the sky or down towards your belly button. Breathe. Exhale, slowly release it down. Let's come to boat pose. Supporting that boat pose behind your thighs or extending those arms. Find your breath. Let's bring the knees to touch. Let's cross those ankles. Breathe. Now let's extend those legs a little or a lot with those ankles crossed. Bend the knees. Cross the different foot. Now the other leg is on top. And extend those legs. Is it more challenging with one leg on top versus the other? It definitely is for me. Bend the knees, uncross the ankles. Bring the hands down to the ankles or the outside edges of your feet and extend those legs. Lift the chest, sit up as tall as you can sit and just breathe. And we're gonna let those legs open as wide as you like. Find that breath. Sitting up just as tall as you can sit. Now slowly close those legs. Just use the legs, the inner thighs, those adductor muscles. Closing, closing, closing. And let's do that one more time. Opening those legs. Breathe. We're lifting the chest. We're lengthening that spine. Breathe. Now let's bend those knees and bring the soles of the feet together, interlacing your fingers along the outside edge of your feet, and sit up nice and tall, pressing those knees out and away from us. Great mobility for the hips, great stretch for the inner thigh, the groin, rolling those shoulders back, activating upper back muscles, shoulders, those rear delts. And once again, we release those fingertips, extending those legs once again. Closing those legs once again. Transitioning those hands to behind the thighs or releasing that support, point your toes. Slowly lower your legs down. Take your time. Make it last. Heels touch. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. As you exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. Let's extend one arm out in front and then the other. So just reaching as far down your legs as you can reach. As you reach out, feel that great stretch through the sides of your back, through the sides of the ribs, all the way up through the tips of the fingers. Now starting at your tailbone, slowly, slowly roll it up. Just let your hands slide along the floor as you stack each vertebra all the way back up. Bringing the hands down by your sides, flex your feet. Breathe, staff pose. A wonderful 90-degree bend, upper and lower body. And softly release those feet. So we're going to have a little fun today. An open space on your wall. We're going to do legs up the wall. This is one of the best poses that you can do. It is wonderful for your nervous system, great for your digestive system, your circulation, your mind, gets your head right. So I invite you to find an open wall. Hopefully you have one nearby. And we're going to turn and we are going to place our bottom right up next to that wall. So I like to turn sideways, get my bottom nestled right up next to the wall, and then I'm going to lay down on my side and roll it on up so that the legs are extended up the wall. If you need a rolled blanket, towel, pillow, anything underneath your bottom, if you have a hard time getting straight legs here. And we're going to rest our hands just on our tummies. We're going to soften the feet. We're going to close our eyes. And we are just going to breathe. So doing our very best to totally relax those legs. To let go of the tension in the hips. I can just kind of slowly feel that tension melting away in the hips. Wonderful. To relieve tension in that lower back. It's an amazing stretch to do before bed, helping you to get a deeper sleep. Ultimately, amazing if you can get in 5 to 10 minutes or more. Up to 20 minutes if you are able. I know that's a lot to ask. That's a lot of time to just be still. But if you can give the legs up the wall an opportunity, oh my goodness, I promise you will not be disappointed. The flexibility in your hamstrings, releasing inflammation in your feet, your ankles, your knees. This is amazing to do if you've been in the car for a long time, if you sit kind of daily a lot, if you've just been on an airplane. We have a tendency to kind of have swollen ankles and feet after being on an airplane, just that change of pressure. If you've been holding fluids, I can't say enough about this legs up the wall pose, my friends. So right here today, we're just going to take 3 more really big deep breaths. Please, if you have the extra time, I encourage you to take it. If it's something where you may not have the time right here and right now, maybe come back here before bed. Spend some time, close your eyes, and just breathe. And again, I invite you to stay as long as you're able. Go ahead and hit pause. Stay here. As you're ready, gently roll to your side, pulling those knees in towards your chest, using those hands to help you come back up. And let's find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, rest your hands comfortably. Let's turn those palms to the sky, draping the wrists over the knees. Bringing the index finger to gently touch your thumb. Take a big breath in, spread your fingers wide, open the palms, feel that stretch across. And as you exhale, middle finger gently comes to touch your thumb. Inhale, spread your fingers wide, feel that stretch across the palm, noticing if it feels any different. Exhale, bringing the ring finger to touch your thumb. Inhale, open the fingers, spread them wide, feel that stretch across the palms. And gently bring your pinky to touch your thumb. Inhale, open those fingers, spread them wide. And as you exhale, whatever finger feels natural to you, bring it to touch your thumb. Those eyes are closed. Sitting up nice and tall, breath just flowing effortlessly. We take a moment with a heart and mind full of gratitude, love, and joy for this amazing gift of mobility, of breath, of being on this journey, and knowing that I'm here with you every step of the way. I thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Honest to goodness, guys, you mean the world to me. Thank you so much for being here, for choosing to spend some time with me. I hope you feel amazing. I hope the rest of your day is fantastic. And as always, guys, light and love to each and every one of you. And until the next time, namaste.